Okay, listen up, my friends. $3,707 in 1 week. I called this video the WTF, the what the fuck video. Okay, and sorry for using the language, but that's sort of been the reaction that I've got on this video in the channel. Like, how? Okay, explain. How do you do this? So let me tell you something. New Year's Eve was not what it was. I made a video based on last year, and I hit it big last year. I think I put in, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 hours. This year was weird, okay? And I've heard good and bad. I even heard that Uberman hit a 10 surge. That's awesome, right? I think the biggest surge that I got on New Year's Eve was maybe 3. And but I didn't drive long, and here's why. I started at, I think, about 9, and I called it quits at about 2, 3 o'clock. I had one crazy girl, actually a whole bunch of crazy girls in the car drinking. I had one girl kissing my neck and licking my ear and stroking my hair and putting her hand on my chest behind me, and I'm trying to drive on the highway. And it's a rainy night, and I'm like, the music's going, and it's just craziness. And I thought, shit, I don't want to cause an accident. This is a little bit too crazy tonight. Something in the universe is telling me to call it a day, okay? And what did I do? I did 9 trips. I didn't do well in those 9 trips. I made about $300 in the 9 trips. That's nothing to write home about in 5 hours in an SUV. Not fantastic. Not in my terms, it's not fantastic. But I still ended the week strong, right? And out of this here, ladies and gentlemen, here, there's $1,123.36 $1,123.36 on Lyft in 1 week. December 26 to January 2017. More than double that in Uber. 12/26/01/02. Same week, $2,583.65, right? Fares, as I told you, $300. $293 in fares. Out of this entire amount, only $300 were in fares. The other $3,400, well, where the heck did they come from? They came from referrals, okay? They came from Lyft and from Uber referrals, referring other people. And I go in great lengths in my pro marketing course, how to build your website, how to register a domain, how to import the template. I hold your hand, walk you through everything, how to make massive keyword portfolios, right? How to set up your channels, how to use all the Uber and Lyft and Juno cities to your advantage so you can throw a big net, right? Big nets out into the ocean, a lot of fish, right? That is what I teach you in the pro marketing course. I also teach you how to make 30 to 40% more than the average driver. How? I hand out cards, right? Do I have them on me right now? I'm not too sure. I had them in the other video, watch the other video, but I have business cards, $20 off a $100 trip, $10 off a $40 trip. I hand out a lot of cards to people and say, hey, share these with your friends. Grab an Uber or Lyft with me and I'll give you another incentive on top of the incentive. Yeah, if you take the long trips, okay? So these are the type of things that I share with you in the ridesharedrivingschool.com. Things you learn on the street. Now you can go out on the channels on YouTube, yes, and you can say, well, you know, I get all of that information here and there for free. But guess what? The top guys making the top money ain't sharing all the information with you, right? They're withholding. Why should I tell the person all my secrets? No. In this course, ridesharedrivingschool.com, all the cards are on the table. Open cards, open deck, okay? Every formula that I've used from day one, been in the game for 36 months, I put on the table. I still to date have a 5.0 rating on Lyft, hasn't dropped, and I have a 4.95 rating on Uber. Try to strive for the very, very best personal customer service there possibly is. Accommodate all the different types of people. I want tips, right? By the way, I didn't add into this that in the 5 hours I worked on New Year's Eve, I got $67 on tips. So $300 and another $67 on tips. It's cash tips on Uber. They're not reflected there, right? Did I put in a single trip on Lyft? No, I didn't. I was looking at the surges, prime time. I was disappointed. I'm saying I'm not going to work for that type of money tonight, sorry, okay? I'd rather be at a concert or at an event the next week and earn prime time with Lyft. But New Year's Eve was not what I thought it was, right? But I still walked out with $367 for 5 hours, not too bad. But the majority of the money was earned in referrals. And you can do it the very same way. I explained step by step in the intro series, the advanced series, and the pro series how to make those monies. If you just follow that and put in a couple of hours, right, each week, you get to a point where even one referral coming in that 1 week, an extra 300, an extra 500, right? I'm not talking, you don't have to go out and make a couple of $1,000s. I strive for $20,000 per month, right? This month is probably going to, December, because it was slow, it's probably going to be a $16,000 month for me. That's Uber and Lyft combined. Wait till Juno kicks in, right? But you don't have to make those numbers. I'm not saying, hey, you got to make those numbers, but it would be nice for me to see you, or for you to report back to me, hey, I made an extra $300 this week. I made an extra $150 this week. That would make me happy, right? I just want you to ramp it up a little bit in 2017. I'm there for you. If you have questions, you have my number in the video, you have my email. You can always reach out to me and say, hey, explain, or how do I do that? Or I had this type of experience, what would you have done? So I generally always get back to the people. I don't charge people for the time, right? I usually text and reply, always free of charge. I've now launched a channel because I've said to myself, after 3 years, I've helped so many people every single day, and I will continue doing so. But it's nice to earn some money for all that knowledge that you've accumulated that I can then go back and share with the people. So there are 3 packages. There's a $9 package, a $29 package, and a $49 package. And then there's a bundled package for $69. If you were to just get one referral of $150 following my steps, you already, you're putting in 70, you made 150, you're coming out $80 on top, right? Just from one small little referral, right? You will make the money back following my tips just on your weekly earnings, right? How to bump that up, that $400-500 that you're earning per week, how to bump it up to $600, how to bump it up to $650-700, right? Just follow those cool ideas, create your Monday to Monday calendar, look at your city, look at all the events. There's StubHub.com, there's all those venues in your city that you know, whether you're in LA, here the Rose Bowl, yesterday, huge day when USC played Penn State, right? Guess how many people were exiting? The surges went ballistic, all the Uber drivers. So this is what you've got to know. You've got to know your Monday to Monday calendar. Always been preaching that for months and months and months. And you just need 1 or 2 trips in the evening that are equivalent to 5 during the day if you work smart. So follow my rules at the ridesharedrivingschool.com, and please do not hesitate to text or email me. Thank you. Get out there, have fun, and drive safe.